I bring to you today with zero regrets this 977 crunch challenge. Now I challenge you to leave in the comments. If you do more crunches than me in less time, I'll let you pick what exercise I have to do till time failure. And we can make this a little more interesting. If you don't do that, meaning crunches more than me in less time than me, then I get to pick what exercise you have to do until a time failure. So let me know. I am up for anything. And here is the part where I break down why I would do such a thing. So I think after working out for years and years and coming up with creative ways to challenge myself, I had a spark of doing this, just being at the gym, go off in my imagination. And then I figured, I think I can do it, but let me set a time on it so that it might be hard enough so that I can't do it. And I have my phone on me. It's as easy as press and go, so I'm just gonna do it. And I took a sip. The whole point for me at that point was to just not hesitate so that I wouldn't give myself any excuse, even though there were some good reasons, not excuses, as to why not to do it. Such as it was just a pretty long time to do one exercise, and I didn't factor in almost anything important, like if I was supposed to have some obligation to myself or anything important of that nature. I just decided YouTube goes first and trusted in my gut to prioritize properly. So I actually chose elevated crunch. It's basically a crunch. The only difference is that you're stretching a bit more. So once your shoulders come off, they don't go right back down. That's a regular crunch. The difference with this is you go for a stretch starting at the crunch position, which is once your shoulders get off the ground. So there's a little more range of motion in this form of a crunch. And I just thought it'd be fun to see what the effect of doing one exercise for so long would be. And what hurt the most ended up being my neck. The next 2 days, even more, I felt it mostly a lot in my neck. And I definitely felt it still in my upper ab region at least 2 days after. And this isn't the most neglected body part for me. So I wasn't sure how I would hang because it's not my strongest area, but it's also not my weakest. And having my neck hurt that much was actually the most emphasized part of the whole thing for me, because I realized right after I got up, I walked to a supermarket nearby, and I was so highly aware of how much stabilization goes on with your neck. And it was at such a weird point too, because I was feeling very lightheaded, and I was walking towards the supermarket feeling like I've gone my whole life not being fully appreciative and aware of how my head is always held up by something I don't train, which kind of rang an alarm for me to start training more. And my legs felt like 50% stable at that point. They haven't had food for a while on the way to the supermarket, but my upper body felt very all over the place. I have a lot of muscle imbalances, so the mix of doing this without food and it being centered around the core tied everything in so that I was just having a weird time walking